Right now, live at 5.
If you're planning on traveling to Canada soon, here's what you need to know before going across the border.
Plus, from fires to flooding to droughts, the UN says global warming is impacting people everywhere. How they plan to tackle the problem. And later, Duluth's primary election is tomorrow. What you need to know before casting your vote.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. For the first time in 17 months, U.S. citizens can cross the Canadian border for non-essential travel. While today's opening marks one step closer to normalcy, COVID-19 is still a concern. As CBS3's Quinn Gorham explains, there's some hurdles people must overcome before they can cross.
While the U.S.-Canada border is now open for American citizens, some people are needing to stop here at North Shore Health before they cross. In order to cross the U.S.-Canada border, people need to be fully vaccinated. That means receiving their last shot at least 14 days before entering the country. They also need to have proof of a negative COVID test within the past 72 hours. Kimber Ralstad with North Shore Health in Grand Marais says the most important thing is for people to come prepared.
We've had several examples of individuals that have arrived at the border and did not have the tests that they were needing to have, and so then came back here.
North Shore Health provides rapid COVID testing for people hoping to cross the border. They do testing twice a day at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. on a first-come, first-served basis. Right now, the border is only open to Americans, but Canada plans to open the border to foreign nationals starting on September 7th.
All right, thanks, Quinn. While Americans can get into Canada now, the U.S. border is still closed to Canadians for non-essential trips. That ban is in place until at least August 21st. It also applies to the Mexican border. While there was little to no wait at the border crossing near Grand Portage, the line to get to Canada from International Falls was much different. It went for miles. This video is from Tricia Hebel, the president of the I-Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. She says the wait time this afternoon was 8 hours and cars were lined up for at least 2 miles. Carleton County Public Health and Fond du Lac Human Services are offering COVID vaccine clinics this week. 2 clinics will administer the Pfizer and J&J vaccine. There's one Tuesday at the FDL Ojibwe School parking lot. Another is on Thursday at Cloquet's Premier Theater. Both clinics go from 2 to 6:30 p.m. Anyone who gets vaccinated will be eligible for the $100 reward. Today, the University of Minnesota system announced students will be required to get the COVID-19 vaccine upon FDA approval. System President Joan Gable made the announcement via an email to students, faculty, and staff earlier this afternoon. The email said the decision was based on recent spikes caused by the Delta variant and to ensure normal campus activity this fall. Full FDA approval of one or more of the vaccines is expected in the coming weeks. The university said it will allow appropriate exemptions to the vaccination requirement. A virtual town hall will take place August 18th at 9 a.m. to discuss the decision. Duluth's primary election is tomorrow, and voters are getting ready to head to the polls. On the ballot, you'll find candidates running for the City Council at-large seat, the District 2 seat, and the District 4 seat. Voting can be done in person, but the city wants you to wear a mask at polling places. If you're voting absentee, ballots must be returned by 3 p.m. Chelsea Helmer with the City of Duluth says tomorrow's primary is important because it determines who voters will see on the November ballot.
I would say that a primary election is just as important and often can be more important than the general election because you are actually determining who's going to be on the ballot in November. And so this is your first choice of candidates.
For a list of polling locations in Duluth, we'll have a link on our website. And in Ely tomorrow, the community will vote to elect its new mayor. There are 2 candidates on the ballot. Heidi Omerza and Roger Scraba won the primary election in April. Omerza is an Ely city councilor. Scraba is a former city councilor and previously served as mayor. Ely had to hold a special election for mayor because the man who won the job in November turned it down for health reasons. Ely residents can vote Tuesday at the Ely Senior Center from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. St. Louis County Attorney Mark Rubin announced today he will retire next month. Rubin officially retires at the end of September after more than 42 years of public service. Rubin, a Duluth native, joined the county attorney's office as an intern in 1975. During his career, Rubin advocated for improved services for survivors of domestic abuse and sex trafficking, and he took an active role in restorative justice programs. In a letter to commissioners, Rubin expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to serve. No word yet on his replacement. The Cass County Sheriff's Office arrested 2 people Friday for having drugs and weapons. Officials found a large variety of drugs at a home in Walker, Minnesota. They also found money connected to the sale of drugs, firearms, and ammunition. 2 people were arrested at the home, ages 42 and 19. Formal charges, including felon in possession of firearms and child endangerment, are pending for both people. The world's leading climate change scientists have issued a stark report about the speed and impact of human-caused global warming. The report warns there will be many more disasters like this summer's historic flooding in Europe if nations don't slash greenhouse gas emissions now. Roxana Saberi reports from London.
From fires like those that have been raging across Greece and Turkey to flooding and heat waves and drought in the U.S. The UN report says global warming is rapidly hitting every region of the world in unprecedented ways. And it's unequivocal that we are to blame, with global carbon emissions higher than at any time in at least 2 million years.
We are responsible for it.
Yuri Rogel is a senior author of the report.
How alarmed should we be?
We are not yet on a track to even stop this warming from further increasing. So yes, we should be alarmed.
Also alarming, the report finds that melting ice sheets and sea level rise caused by global warming are irreversible for centuries to millennia, even if we limit our emissions today. The scientists point out we've already made the world nearly 2 degrees hotter than pre-industrial levels. And if it warms another roughly 2 degrees, the upper target set by the 2015 Paris Climate Treaty, every region will feel the heat much more intensely. The scientists warn the world could get there and beyond this century unless we drastically cut our carbon, methane, and other greenhouse gas emissions now.
Is it too late to act?
It is never too late. Every bit of warming that we can avoid will be beneficial to us. Acting together is absolutely necessary. In a global way, this challenge can really be overcome.
The report was approved by every country in the world and comes just months before a big UN climate summit in Scotland. Well, Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Dave, what a warm one out there it is today.
Yeah, indeed. It got plenty warm, although over the weekend we sure had a wide variety of temperatures. Only 60s here in Twin Ports. And you say in Chisholm when you were at the big parade on Saturday, it was pretty toasty there. So
could have been because I was running around, too.
Now, you tell me. I thought it was just the weather straight up. Well, let's take a straight up look at the high temp we've got today. And we cracked 90 for Orr, Big Fork, International Falls, 80s for a lot of the rest of the region. I think we're going to be pretty warm again tomorrow with high temps in the mid-80s, which may help provide a little lift to this conglomeration of low-pressure systems coming our way. We've got a cold front over the border and a couple of occluded lows off towards the west. When they occlude like that, wrap around themselves, it's a sign that they're long in the tooth and starting to fade away. So bottom line is it should be dry tonight till about midnight. Then tomorrow and the next day, 20 to 30, maybe 40% chances for showers and storms. And since a lot of towns didn't really pay off over the weekend, some places got close to 4/10 of an inch, others didn't get much. This rain chance is needed. And yeah, for Tuesday, it's a 30% shot, a little bit lesser on Wednesday. And then after that, it may dry up for an extended period, which we'll show you with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, an annual event is back in Wisconsin this year, and we'll have art enthusiasts traveling from Mason to Stone Lake. We'll have the details in City by City.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our goal has always been to provide the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
We want to provide an alternative to the traditional surgical practices that the hospitals offer.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker.
We serve Duluth, Ely, Hibbing, and the surrounding areas. Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park tonight as we await more finishers of the Trans-Superior Yacht Race to make their way into the harbor. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from sailors on the winning boat that came in earlier this afternoon. And Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's head around the region. A community appreciation event in Iron River and some changes this week at a historic theater. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Cable, Wisconsin tonight, where the town is one of several Wisconsin communities gearing up for this weekend's art crawl. The Cable Hayward Area Arts Council announced the 10th annual art crawl will be back this year. 22 sites from Mason to Stone Lake will house more than 32 artists. The event will run Friday through Sunday. Brochures with route information will be available at several local businesses, including the Hayward and Cable Chambers of Commerce. We'll also have a link on our website. Next, we head to Iron River, Wisconsin, where later this week the community is coming together for an evening of fun. This Thursday from 5:30 to 7, North Lakes Community Clinic is inviting everyone out for food, games, and a chance to meet the community at the Iron River Community Center. The night will also kick off the local shopping spree event where attendees can enter to win a shopping spree at the local Iron River Foods. And we wrap up in Ely, Minnesota tonight, where the local theater is announcing adjusted hours this week. Ely's Historic State Theater posted on their Facebook today that throughout the week they will have a reduced show schedule due to the stage being used to prepare for the Reflections Dance Company event. The 5 p.m. showings are now bumped up to 4:30 and there will be no 8 p.m. showing. Normal hours will return next week. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a donation to a local group will help students see the stars. More details in just a few minutes.
Well, when I was a kid back in the 70s, the State Theater and the Ely Theater in Ely were great places to beat the heat. And this year, well, the heat is on. 82 is the top temp today. Might go a little bit warmer tomorrow. And the lift from that warmth may help trigger a couple of showers and thunderstorms. We'll talk about those odds and duration right after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
This is the internet that keeps the TV streaming, the meetings zooming, the playlist flowing, and the doorbell showing
Anybody home?
who's coming and going. This is the internet that powers the workout, that does the homework, that makes the lights work, that makes for light work, and makes...
Don't forget to pick up Charlie.
...your life work. This is the internet that keeps it all connected and has hundreds of people who ensure it's protected.
Nice try, hackers.
This is the internet voted best because it's extreme, nothing less.
You hate coming home to a dark house, and leaving lights on all night drives utility bills out of sight. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight, the outdoor motion sensor light that turns on the instant motion is detected and turns off when the motion stops. Bionic Spotlight is solar powered, so there's no expensive wiring or batteries to change. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. So you can spend hundreds of dollars on an outdoor lighting system, or you can get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. Bionic Spotlight is backed by our 5-year warranty. But wait, if you order right now, you can double the offer and get a second Bionic Spotlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the complete 6-light home value set. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-354-3295 or go to BionicSpotlight.com. That's 1-800-354-3295 or order online at BionicSpotlight.com.
Pre-order your 2022 Lund boat at RJ Sport and Cycle.
And the world's longest known freshwater sailboat race has a winner. We'll hear from them.
As far as the weekend went, some towns got more rain than others, but there are a few more chances coming up this week.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The rain this weekend, we were pinning our hopes on about a half of an inch. You know, some places north of Duluth, maybe a half inch at best. And for some places in Wisconsin, maybe a half inch to start. Well, that was a little overly enthusiastic. Here's a look at some of the real totals we got for Saturday and Sunday. International Falls and a lot of other towns, pretty much nothing. Solon Springs, though, got towards a third of an inch, and here in the Twin Ports, we did manage about 4/10 pushed over the 2 days, and now we're pushing in another chance. Later on tonight, perhaps after midnight, and then through Wednesday. And it may try to add up to about a quarter of an inch, but that's perhaps wishful thinking again for a few towns. But that's the way it's going to roll for the 7 days ahead. Once we get done with a 2-day slight rain chance, it's going to dry up through next weekend. And be fairly warm as well, just like it was today. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth, it's fairly warm now at 82 degrees. 58% for the relative humidity means if you exert yourself outside, it could feel just a little bit muggy. The wind, it is southeasterly 7 miles per hour, and we don't have any air quality alerts, so that must be a good direction to keep it at bay, at least today, hopefully for a couple of days as well. Air pressure for the moment is at 29.82 inches of mercury, and that's a bit on the lower side. And again, there are 3 to 4 low pressure systems bracketing our region. That'll help explain the decrease of the air pressure. Temperature-wise, current numbers are running 79 in Watersmeet to 81 in Ironwood, and for Wisconsin, it's as cool as 73 in Superior, but as warm as 84 down towards Hayward. We also have 84 in Moose Lake, and it's as cool as 71 out in Grand Marais right by the lake, and still as warm as 90 from Orr to International Falls and down towards Big Fork. So wide range of temps. They'll be with us again tomorrow. In fact, the highs for the week ahead should run about 75 to 85, going up and down, wobbling just a little bit each and every day. All right, Doppler map right now shows there's a low pressure system up towards Hudson Bay driving a cold front through the region. That could be a trigger for rain after midnight. There's another low, an occluded one towards North Dakota, Manitoba, and another one down towards South Dakota, with another low pressure system in southern Wisconsin. So that is the net cast upon our area, with its best efforts really only bringing 20 to 40% chances for showers and thunderstorms both Tuesday and Wednesday. The better chance on Tuesday, a very slight chance then on Wednesday. And once all of this passes, higher pressure from the west takes over on Thursday to bring back sunny conditions, which will linger at least through next Sunday. So if we don't get this rain, we're going to be pretty dry again. Tonight in Minnesota, partly cloudy sky with low temps in the 60s. For Wisconsin and Michigan, partly cloudy sky as well, low temps in the 60s. And for tomorrow, well, warm. Wisconsin, Michigan, high temps about 83 to 85. And there's a 40% chance for the showers and storms on that part of our world. For Minnesotans, it's more like a 30% chance, with maybe upper 70s by the lake and low to mid 80s farther inland. And now here's that temperature trend that says from 85 on Tuesday, we could drop to 75 by Thursday, perk back up to 83 on Sunday. So there's the wide range of temperatures. And there's the sunshine coming our way, Kristen, Thursday through next Monday even. So if we don't get any rain in the next 48 or so hours, boy, we're going to miss out again.
Yeah, you know, we weren't seeing a lot of rain for a while there, which meant a lot of us didn't have to mow our lawns. You know, you and I have been having a conversation about this. Any update? Has your lawn been mowed?
Well, it was chilly enough thanks to that easterly wind on Saturday, where despite the rain we did get in Duluth, I fired up my mower and I got the job done.
There you go. And was your wife thrilled?
Yes. And now we can let this slide perhaps till next spring. You know?
I'll
Maybe
let it go for now.
time.
Thanks, Dave. The Northern Minnesota Red Cross is gearing up for what they're calling a busy disaster season. Peak hurricane season is right around the corner, and wildfires are scorching the west. That's why Northern Minnesota Red Cross Executive Director Dan Williams says they are prepared to deploy volunteers to impacted areas. In the coming weeks, they're putting out a call for more volunteers willing to help out at home and far away.
So both for hurricane-prone areas and for wildfires, the tough season really is just beginning. And so right now we're in the process of really actively recruiting volunteers, both disaster shelter workers that can help people that are displaced, but also disaster health and mental health professionals.
Currently, the Red Cross has 3 volunteers from the Northland helping fight wildfires in California. They are from Superior, Duluth, and Hibbing. If you'd like to learn about volunteer opportunities, we'll have a link on our website. A nonprofit in Duluth just got a donation that is out of this world. Essentia Health is donating $25,000 to Starbase, an organization that equips kids to pursue careers in the fields of science and technology. The donation will go toward giving students equal access to STEM education opportunities. Starbase serves more than 2,300 students every year. In Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers is handing Wisconsin hotels $70 million in federal coronavirus aid. The governor announced the move today. He says grants of up to $2 million went out Friday to close to 900 lodging businesses looking to offset their pandemic losses. The money is part of $140 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds designated for Wisconsin's tourism and entertainment industries. The relief plan also includes millions for movie theaters, minor league sports teams, and summer camps. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward. This is Lucy. She's a 2-year-old shepherd mix hoping to find a loving and dedicated home. Our friends at the shelter tell us Lucy has had quite the journey so far in life, and they really want to see her settle down somewhere. And her new home just has to be willing to be patient and caring. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Lucy, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, as the deadline nears to pull American troops out of Afghanistan, Taliban forces are turning to the offensive, moving in on several cities. More details after the break.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, can I keep my doctor with a UCare Medicare plan? Yes. With 96% of all Minnesota providers in our network, it's more than likely you can keep your doctor. See? Decomplicated.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Are you interested in working in the construction industry? Hi, I'm Jamie Bird, owner and general manager of Economy Garages USA. This spring, we'll be hiring building, concrete, and excavation crew members to add to our growing company. These full-time positions include health, dental, and life insurance, along with an IRA, on-the-job training, and many other benefits. Visit economygarages.com and check out our employment page for more details.
Your home improvement company has industry-leading materials and warranties on all of our window and bathroom products. We also certify all of our installers in our installation training center. Right now, we are offering 20% off all products and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call us today or go online to book your appointment. If you want your project done right the first time, go with your home improvement company where it's your home made better.
Come on down to Hannah Johnson Fabrics and Sewing Studio in Lakeside Marketplace. Don't know where to start? Visit our new sewing classroom and studio. Whether you're a brand new sewist or you've sewn for years, we have a class for you at Hannah Johnson Fabrics. We'll help you get your projects going with our huge selection of high-quality designer and specialty fabrics. Our friendly staff will help you find exactly what you need. Come see us in person or register for classes online at hannahjohnsonfabrics.com.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
I'm Dr. Matthew Penning. I'm a family physician at St. Luke's. I like to try and empower the patients to take control of their own health care. Doctors may give advice, but it's really the choice of the patients that determine the outcomes of their health care. So I think it's really important that we speak in a way that patients understand and can get information. I chose to practice at St. Luke's because it seems more like a family environment. The atmosphere at Mariner is great, so I love it here.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, how much does a Medicare plan cost? $0. That's where they start with UCare Medicare Advantage plans. There's a plan for everyone with a range of benefits and costs. See? Decomplicated.
The Taliban is rapidly changing its offense in Afghanistan. The Islamists have shifted from the countryside to taking cities. CBS's Ian Lee has more from London.
Rolling in on American-made Humvees, Taliban fighters capture their latest prize. Zaranj is one of 5 regional capitals the militants seized over the weekend. In the city of Kunduz, destroyed buildings still smolder from the fighting. The Taliban's flag can be seen flying victoriously over the city's central square. Afghanistan's ambassador is asking the UN for help.
The situation in Afghanistan has been rapidly deteriorating due to recent escalation of violence by the Taliban.
The Taliban's offensive kicked into high gear as the U.S. and other foreign forces pulled out. The Afghan military is fighting back. Officials say airstrikes by U.S. and Afghan forces are slowing the militants' advance. At the White House, Press Secretary Jen Psaki says they have what it takes to win.
The Afghan government and the Afghan National Defense Forces have the training, equipment, and numbers to prevail.
But many in Afghanistan aren't so sure. Hundreds of thousands have fled the fighting while hoping they'll have homes to return to. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Yesterday, a spokesman for the Taliban warned the U.S. against further intervention in Afghanistan.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Why are so many Americans facing staggering medical debt? And why it's worse in some states. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, medical malpractice, and nursing home neglect. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
If all of this makes you happy, then you'll be happy to know that all of this is only $1 each at Arby's from 2 to 5 every day. Hope you like happiness. Arby's, we have the meat.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we were near the border today as for the first time in 17 months, Americans could once again travel into Canada. To do so, however, travelers must be fully vaccinated and have proof of a negative COVID test within 72 hours. And tonight at 6, we hear from the winners of the 27th Biennial Trans-Superior Race who arrived in Duluth earlier today. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.